the information about two important directions where ICANN is working. It's policy development and technical functions. So to learn more about how the policy developed and how technically ICANN is functioning, the links are there for you to review. The next slide, please. Here are the links to our social media, which you can sign up as well and learn more about this. With that, this is the general overview, but I'm happy to take questions from participants while I'm here. So let me know if there are any questions, Sarata.
Great. Thank you so much for your presentation. Fellows, please, do you have any questions? Okay.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your presentation. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your presentation. Quite informative. Please, I don't know if you can give me further clarification. You were talking about fellowship and fellows during the statistic, with the statistic you gave that we have 1733 fellowships with 988 fellows. So there is this explanation you were talking about when you were presenting that slide that I did not quite understand. So does it mean that one fellow can have multiple approval of fellowship, or what exactly were you talking about, please?
Thank you for your question. Yes, as I have mentioned, one can be a fellow 3 times. So there is a 3 times rule for the fellowship, which means you can apply for 3 different meetings and be selected as a fellow for those meetings. Again, just to repeat for you to understand why this process is in place, the first time you apply as a newcomer, you come to learn, you come to explore, and you find out the ways how to further engage. The second time you may be selected from to be a fellow, if you already signed up for mailing list, you find out the community where you want to be a part of, and you want to do a deep dive into that particular community. The third time you can be selected as a fellow if you the established member, you provide a lot of engagement, and you attach the application form, ask you to attach proofs for your participation and engagement, like subscription to different mailing list, or part of and holder in any policy development process, etc. So yes, that's why we do have 988 fellows, individuals selected, but we do provide 1,733 fellowships, which means several people received fellowship twice or 3 times. I hope it's clear now for you.
Yes, it's clear. Please, any other question?
Yes, there is a question which I see in the chat from Albert. How does the ICANN Fellowship Program ensure that newcomers from underserved region remain actively engaged after their initial exposure? This is a very good question, Albert. I myself came to ICANN through the fellowship program back in 2008. And when I now look back, by the time I was there, the fellowship just started and newcomers were coming. And when I look now at the ICANN community, I would say, and our survey also shows those numbers, we do have more than 50% of fellows continued engagement. We do have fellows now in ICANN board. We do have fellows in ICANN communities leadership positions. But one key thing is very important. We do have a lot of fellows who are going back to their respective communities and are becoming leaders in their own communities as well, which is excellent, which is the way what the program's goals and objectives are. So you being selected as a fellow, you are becoming a unique person from your community receiving this prestigious fellowship. But you come to global learning atmosphere where people from the world are talking about the internet security, DNS issues, domain names, system issues, and you go back with the knowledge which is unique to you. And the way how you back to your community is also the part of engagement. So we ensure to provide the knowledge and resources, but also it's up to the person, it's up to you to continue your engagement, because ICANN meets 3 times a year in personally for a short period of time. But entire work by community is virtually, which means if you have the passion and the interest to get engaged, you need to devote time to participate in different calls, in different events, and be part of this, make your voice heard even through the virtual participation. All ICANN public meetings are hybrid, which means we provide also remote participation tools. So even if you cannot come in person, you definitely can virtually follow the discussions and actively participate in any way you can. Any other questions? I don't see any questions in the chat, Sarata.
Yeah, so we have some questions here. So please go ahead.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Okay, I just want some clarification with regards to the ICANN meetings. Does it mean you have to attend the beginners meeting before you're eligible to apply for the fellowship meeting? That's what I wanted to find out.
No, thank you for your question. ICANN for Beginners is not a program as itself. It's a resource. Like ICANN Learn, the newcomer sessions which we have. You can be selected fellow or next gen and participate as a mandatory part of those programs in newcomer sessions, which we usually organize during ICANN meetings for annual general and community forum. So there are sessions particularly focused on newcomers, but you do not, you can be part of the programs already to participate. But if you are not selected fellow or next gen, the resources are there for you. There is no mandatory point for applications that you should participate first in those sessions and then apply to the programs. You may definitely apply by being already part of those programs. But reviewing these newcomers, the beginners' resources is what makes your application stand out. It makes your application to look strong because you already understand what is ICANN community. And there are actually ICANN Learn courses, certificates, which you should attached to your application, which means you need to learn what is ICANN model is, and then make it strong in your application by showing how you understand and how you see yourself part of this model.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. We'll take the next question.
Thank you very much, Madam Siranush. My name is Ezra. You made mention that ICANN is open to all, but I want to know if there are circumstances someone will not be allowed to participate in ICANN meetings or be allowed to be an ICANN fellow. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. When I said ICANN meetings are public, I do mean that. Everybody is welcome to participate. Everybody can register. The registration is open. There is no fee for registration. So for you to participate in ICANN meeting, you do not need to pay for anything. You just need to come in person or participate virtually. So it's open to everyone. But if your second part of the question was if there is any prevention to be a fellow. If you are eligible, and the eligibility criteria are listed on our website, and I will encourage you to go and read about those eligibility criteria. If you are eligible to apply for NextGen or the fellowship program, and you are selected based on your application, and you follow ICANN standards of behavior, which also are available on our website, then you always are welcome to come and join. There is no preventive measures for participation. The participation is open.
Okay, Sarah. Okay, so another.
So earlier you were talking about sponsorship for participants. So does one really need to be approved as a fellow?
I cannot hear well. Can you keep the mic closer, please?
It's not loud enough. Can you hear me now? It's not loud enough. Okay, thank you. I was asking, earlier you mentioned sponsorship of a participant to the meetings. So does one necessarily have to be a fellow before he could get sponsored to an ICANN meeting?
So as I said, newcomers, if you are coming on your own, ICANN does not provide funding. ICANN does not provide sponsorship. If you are part of the fellowship or NextGen or funded traveler from community as a community member, then you get sponsorship. But if you are coming on your own as a newcomer, we do not provide funding. The sponsorship is given to those who are selected fellows and the NextGen program participants.
Thank you so much. So any other? Okay, so I think we don't have any more questions, and thank you. Thank you so much, Siranush.
Thank you very much.
We really appreciate. Siranush has been with us for the past 6 years and sharing her impacts and insightful presentations as always. We thank you so much for your time, and we really appreciate and we are grateful.
Thank you very much for the invitation. It's always, again, my pleasure, and I feel humbled to be a part of GHANASIG. Your students are amazing. That I can prove by having so many fellows coming from School on Internet Governance, Ghana School on Internet Governance. I always see those shining stars coming from Ghana, and particularly those who went through the School on Internet Governance there. So keep up going, doing a great job, and keep up applying for the fellowship and the next gen programs. And I'm looking forward to seeing many people from Ghana School on Internet Governance alumni to become part of the fellowship and next gen program. And definitely, your voice is very important to ICANN, and we need to hear from you. So keep your participation, keep your passion, how to make internet secure and safe place for all. Again, thank you for invitation, and good luck to the rest of the School on Internet Governance.
Much appreciated. So please, a quick one. We want to take a quick picture with you whilst you're on the screen. So please, pardon us. Please, let's come forward so we take the nice picture with our madam. Okay. Okay. Madam Karen. Mr. Privacy. Nelly, please. Please join us. Let's take a quick photo with Madam. Okay, getting ready. Okay, so let's smile. Let's give a beautiful smile. Yeah, Madam, I like your too. But oh, photo. Madam's too is hanging on. Okay, Madam, please still hold on with us. Oh, we didn't take the two. Okay, so now we are ready now. GHANASIG. GHANASIG. Great. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for invitation again.
We really appreciate your time as well.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's take some 15 minutes break. Take your pictures. Exactly 4 o'clock, then we come back.
Go on the compound. So
take pictures. Pictures. All the pictures you wanted to take in the morning and you were not able to take. So take it. Then